This is Seawolves. Storm? Or not.
Good Monday morning, Seawolves. I'm Emily Scott. Welcome to the second week of our fall semester. As I was leaving my house to come to the studio this morning, I was almost attacked by a crow, which would normally be an ominous sign, but for me it was a psychically positive signal that this will be a good week and that we will hopefully have a COVID-free semester. As we begin a new academic year, a quick reminder that this broadcast is a collaboration between the students at the School of Marine and Atmospheric Sciences and their brothers and sisters at the School of Communication and Journalism. The first weekend of the academic year proved to be a thrill-a-minute weekend. Many students are still raving about my celebrity crush Harry Styles' concerts at Madison Square Garden. And if you're feeling left out, have no fear. Styles still has 9 more shows at the Garden, his next one this upcoming Thursday, September 1st. On campus, Sunday was brimming with excitement. The mighty Stony Brook women's soccer team squashed the Cross Island competition with LIU, ending with a final score of 5-1. Later that evening, those back in their rooms procrastinating on their homework already got to see dragons in action on HBO's new hit series, House of Dragons. Real fire-breathing monsters, we don't usually see those on campus. Despite seeing no dragons on campus, it sure feels hot as a dragon's breath out there today. Samantha Lankowitz is out on the academic mall with our one-day forecast. Samantha?
Welcome back, Seawolves. You made it through to the second week of the semester. Today our weather team is out by the administration building on campus, and looking around there's some beautiful trees and flowers. And don't worry, there's still plenty of time to enjoy all of this before September arrives later this week. Today those warm and humid conditions will continue. We're at that high of about 85 degrees. We have a light breeze from the south at about 3 to 7 miles per hour. It's a little bit cloudy this morning. There is some chance of some isolated showers popping up throughout the region, but we should be okay for the rest of the day. Moving into the afternoon, the clouds will clear up and the sun will come out by late afternoon into the evening. The temperature will drop to cooler 71 degrees. That nice cool temperature and clear skies will make it a perfect evening to go enjoy time on the Stoller Steps or even go to the men's soccer game later this evening. To hear more about the rest of the week's forecast, stay tuned for the 7-day later in the program. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Samantha. That's great news about tonight's weather, especially for the men's soccer game against St. Peter's. The game starts at 6 p.m. at Laval Stadium. And on Thursday, the mighty Stony Brook men's football team kicks off their season against Rhode Island at 7 p.m. at Laval Stadium. Remember, undergrad students get free admission. To see if the weather will be wonderful for Thursday's game, let's turn to our student meteorologist, Skylar Day Harmon. Skylar?
Thanks, Emily. Pretty much every day except tomorrow seems like a good day for some outdoor activities. Right here we have a live view of Port Jefferson brought to you by EarthCam, which is a new technology we get to use this semester to bring you views all over the world. Monday, we already talked about our weather, a high of 85 with a low of 71. Tuesday, we have a chance of showers with a high of 85 and a low of 70. Wednesday, we have partly sunny day with a high of 88 and a low of 64. Thursday is the start of meteorological fall. It's also the beginning of September, which is the peak of hurricane season, which we'll come back to in a moment. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we have nice sunny days with highs in the 80s. Now, we want to take you to look at some images of what we're monitoring in the tropics right now. Here's a 2-day outlook. And right now, we want to look at this orange thing right here. It's going to be a 50% chance of development within the next 2 days. So within the next 48 hours, this has a chance of becoming a tropical cyclone. Now, looking at the 5-day, this 50% chance jumps to an 80% chance. So we're definitely going to be monitoring that here. Our hurricane team will be monitoring it throughout the week and the weekend to keep you updated. Back to you, Emily.
Thanks, Skylar. I know I'll be keeping an eye on those developing systems, and so will our entire hurricane team, which is coincidentally led by you. Additionally, we're paying special attention this week to prospects posed by NASA's newest rocket, which is fueled up and ready to blast off and go far beyond Mars. No people are on board, but none other than Snoopy and Shaun the Sheep are riding along on the rocket's journey. Good luck, boys, and safe travels. And down on a very troubled part of our planet, in Ukraine, we'll be watching for the United Nations atomic inspectors who are scheduled to visit the Zaporozhye atomic power plant, which is now surrounded and occupied by members of the Russian army. Some of those soldiers have been firing artillery shells from the grounds of the plant, which is Europe's largest atomic energy source. That's incredibly dangerous, and atomic radiation is no joke. It can affect all of us. However, we all feel safe on campus, and boy am I happy to be back. Next weekend is Labor Day weekend, so we'll be back in 2 weeks with another episode of Seawolves Storm or Not. For forecast updates while we're away, check out the Meteorology Club on Instagram. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Emily Scott.
This is Seawolves Storm or Not.